Following on, obviously, from the weekend, I know Mark in the post-match said mentality is the biggest thing that maybe needs to shift. So has that been the key focus in this first few days of this week?
Yeah, absolutely. I think especially the lads in the training session this morning, everyone's back to buzzing around and enjoying the football. Yeah, it was a hard one to swallow. I think for the first half especially, we frustrated them, seeing their players arguing with each other on the pitch before they got the goal before half-time. We nullified them for a very limited amount of shots that they had, and we created quite a bit. But yeah, they had the momentum going into half-time with that goal, and second half they started better than what we did, and it took us too long to get back into the game with chances created, and we just didn't take them. But from our point of view, we want to be on the front foot, especially against Perth next week. So we're going to be we're excited for the challenge, and these are the things that you got to deal with as footballers, and you relish it. And to be fair, I'm excited for the challenge ahead.
Now, Mark said at half-time maybe he was a bit surprised by almost how downbeat, maybe or negative the vibe was in the changing room, considering it was, in his own words, quite a good first half performance. Is that simply down to the goal, or was it, can you put anything on that?
No, obviously the manager's, when he's speaking from the players, he sees the players' faces, and that's what he sees. So for our point of view, we just got to deal with what's happened. You've got to forget about the goal, move on for it, don't dwell on it, because the repeat will happen if you keep dwelling on it. And for us, we're a tight-knit group, which is the best thing, and we just got to stick together. And especially when you go through these tight times, you got to stick together. And the quality that we have got, we trust in each other, and we'll stick together.
Now, you mentioned the boys are back enjoying training at the start of the week. I mean, what's the processes in terms of getting over a poor result, or maybe a poor run, whatever it is? Is it something that is said, something that is particularly done?
Listen, it's just about getting out there and dealing with your man, and you just got to find that win. And it's easy said than done. You've got to go out there, and it's 50-50 every game. You can see how close I think the Mariners were with Perth game. They were close to getting a draw. It's like I said in the day, it's going to be 50-50. They're going to come here, and we're going to make it very difficult for them, but we're going to take the game to them as well. So I'm looking forward to that kind of challenge ahead for us. But listen, I said at the start of the season we'll go through a blip, and obviously this is the little blip that we've had, a few defeats, but nothing to concern us with the group that we've got.
You've obviously had a fair bit of adversity when you were back in Newcastle. You've got a hell of a lot of experience in one of the best leagues in the world. Do you feel there's a little bit of an onus on you as one of the senior players to rally the troops in this kind of circumstance?
No, I don't know. I don't feel pressure. I'm excited. People ask us about these defeats. I said I'm excited about it because the challenge ahead. It's even when we win a game, I never go and dwell on the win and bigging that up. It's just, listen, you got to move on to the next game, and this is what happens in football. It's a roller coaster, and you just got to enjoy that ride.
One more from me. I mean, it's been a couple of months now in the A-League setup. I mean, has it matched the level of maybe skill of adversity as you were expecting on that first day that you arrived?
The A-League's quality, the quality of players you come against, they offer something different, and it's definitely got better from when I looked at the last 5 years. I think it's getting better every year, and this year especially, the quality of the teams and all that, individual players, the individual class, and yeah, you can't take anyone lightly. But like I've said before, it's even skill. Honestly, when we go out there, it's 50-50.
In your experience, when you do go through these blips, as you say, at a club, what's the key to getting through them, pushing to the other side?
Don't beat yourself up, and don't dwell on the past results. And you overlook too many things when you're getting beat. I think when you're winning, everything's happy. You come into a great atmosphere. But the manager's done a great today. He's come in, he's got the lads with big smiles on their faces, training enjoyable, and the boys have reacted good, and it was a feisty session as well.
And Perth this week, did you watch the game over the weekend?
Yeah.
Or what did you sort of see in Perth?
No, listen, they're there for a reason. They do the basics right, and they've got quality players all around the park. So as a team, they're playing very well. They obviously got a very good manager, good reputation, and the style of players. It's very difficult for a lot of teams to cope with, especially the quality that they've got. But it's a test, and you got to. It's about part and parcel of being a footballer. You got to step up to the challenge, and you want to play in these big games, and that's what we're going to be doing next week.